Whenever you go into a sushi restaurant, most of the time on the menu, you will see pictures of super delicious rice with whatever you ordered on top, such as raw fish or egg. But did you guys know that in order to achieve this level of delicacy, thousands of fish sacrificed their lives for a better taste? Also, it took some time. I mean, over a millennia to come to where we are today. But it was worth the time. So let's see what our forerunner sushi tasted and smelled like. In the olden times, there was no refrigerator to preserve the food. So people back then had to somehow make their food last long. So around the 8th to 9th century AD, the Japanese people were introduced to their first type of sushi called nare sushi by the Southeastern Asian people. Meaning sour taste, it was not fresh, nor beautiful, but like a canned food, it stayed unspoiled for a long time due to the fish being preserved with fermented rice and salt. But here's the bad news. Only the fish can be eaten, but not the fermented rice, because the rice is used to preserve the fish, so the rice is thrown away. But it gets worse. So, the smell was so horrible that it was difficult to eat and breathe. The smell was like today's modern day blue cheese, fish, and vinegar combined. Yuck! But the taste? Well, it depends on the person's taste, but overall, it was edible. But don't worry, it didn't stay like this forever. By the 14th century, a new era began in Japan called Muromachi period, roughly from 1330s to 1570s. By this time, nobody wanted to eat the god awful smelly sushi, and so a new type was introduced called namanare or namanari, which meant semi fermented. So, what is it? Well, it was basically a partly raw fish wrapped in rice and was consumed fresh. But of course, it still had to be fermented. However, the good news is they now added vinegar with it. So it meant less time, better presentation, and most important of all, better taste. It was the popular type of sushi back then, and the focus was now on the new dish rather than preservation. However, it was during the Edo period, roughly around 1600s to 1868, that the alpha beta form of our modern day sushi finally emerged. It was called Hayazushi, meaning fast sushi. Why fast? Unlike the other two types of sushi, which took time ranging from 1 to 6 months to eat, the Hayazushi, however, could be eaten right away or a little bit later. Using a fresh caught of the day fish with a vinegar rice, it was consumed together. It was an instant hit that became a unique Japanese food culture. So, for the first time, rice was not used just for fermentation, for the sushi, of course. It tasted superb either way. But was this the end? Of course not. By the 19th century, a new form of sushi was created, which will be the blueprint of our modern day sushi. Generally credited as the founder, Hanaya Yohei or Yoshi invented the Edomae Zushi Nigiri Sushi, which meant Tokyo style hand formed sushi. It was a revolution for the sushi. No longer the rice needed any fermentation. It could be created in a minute. The sushi food stand became a fast food place and existed for some time. Then it became outlawed by the Japanese government because of the health concern relating to the sushi made by the food stand. But through this, the sushi part-time chefs fully concentrated on restaurants dedicated to sushi. And this effort continues even up to this day. So, we came from super smelly sushi to semi smelly slash tasty sushi to good sushi Then finally to tasty sushi. Wow! We came a long way, folks. So the next time you guys go to a sushi restaurant, be thankful and appreciate the tasty food of sushi and enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and until we meet again, peace out.